another foolish child dares to trespass on this wicked place, here now a spell to remove that smile from your pretty face. Huggles and haggardash and eyes of a crow. All powers are mine now, and all that you know.
The baddest witch, and I'm gonna be riding the broom solo dolo this episode. And however, though, I do have an anonymous witch.
Hey bitches.
No, cunts, because okay. Our listeners are cunts,
Okay, some
cunts,
cunty assholes.
Yeah, cunty hunties. So this episode though that we're gonna be doing is called "Is College a Hoax?"
Hell yeah, because I'm poor, y'all. College is a hoax.
College is definitely a hoax. And what better time to talk about this episode than right now, as tis the season for college students. They busting their asses right now.
Congratulations on graduation, guys.
Congratulations if y'all, make it, some of y'all gonna go to graduation, some of y'all, but y'all gonna be back in the fall, and that's just...
Or summer classes.
Some of y'all not gonna pass. It's okay, though. It's not how, it's not how long it takes, as long as you get it done.
As long as
you get it done. But as you're getting it done, we just feel like it's very important for you guys to know the struggle is real after college.
Beyond real. Like, bills kick your ass then.
The bills kick your ass. Sally Mae will kick your ass.
Fuck her.
Nelnet. I don't know whatever. You got Nelnet? I got Nelnet too. They in Atlanta. Like, they in Atlanta. They be calling me all the time. Like, you gotta, do you want to do this payment this way, that way? I'm like, first of all, why am I gonna be paying like $400 something
a month?
A month? Hell no! Put me on that payment plan. So another thing.
Is it a way I can get my payments reduced?
Hell yeah! You better fucking call them. And listen, I call them all the time. Ain't no way in hell I might be paying something that's damn near close, half my rent.
That's rent, yeah.
That's car insurance, phone bill.
My payments don't start until June.
Okay, you just graduated, right? You got 6 months?
December, yeah.
Ooh.
So I start the summer, and it's just damn, y'all fucking up my life.
And then they first gonna hit you with the just so you guys know, listen, y'all gonna be living life, living golden. Y'all just graduated, everything's sweet. Yeah, I bust my ass for 4, maybe 5 years. Some of y'all been there a little bit too long and gonna get into y'all for y'all undergrad years. Some of y'all don't ever let go. But right after that, boom, you get that paper, and then 6 months later, it's just over for you.
But can I lie to them and say I'm going to grad school even though I'm not? Or
no, because they have that. You gotta send them the transcript. You gotta send them. They will find you.
I don't want them to find me, y'all.
They find you, and then if you don't pay it, guess what? It starts fucking with your credit. People do not know. I had no idea that grad loans, school loans, take huge hits on your credit. It's as soon as that 6-month grace period is over, you gotta start paying them back. And then the interest rates start increasing. And
then they do this 10-year shit where you're supposed to pay it off in 10 years type thing. That's just adding more interest to my life.
It's hard out here.
Negativity that I don't need.
It's hard. It is negativity that you don't need, and it's stressful. Hard. And I call them all the time, hey, can I do a monthly income based driven payment plan? Because yeah, they do those. So tips, guys, some tips. Definitely look into that, because girl, if not, you can't just ignore them.
Listen, I'm about to act like I'm poor, go to DSS and tell them I'm really poor, so I need Nelnet to help me and understand that I can't.
You can't fake it like you
can't do
No, shit. They want your pay stubs.
I had a whole scheme in my head. Listen, I'm gonna show y'all some papers that I am on DSS.
I'm so done.
I can't afford these loans.
They do not care about you, boo.
Shit.
So I just want everybody to know. Okay, so post grad life, boom, you graduating. Y'all most likely y'all gonna go on vacation. Y'all gonna have a little grad party. Y'all, it's lit. Y'all bust your butt. But let me tell you, college is safe. College is safe. People don't be realizing that. College is dead ass safe. They be so ready to get out of college because you stressed. But think about it. You literally just gotta go to school and fucking pass your classes. That's literally all you really gotta do. Go there and pass. College is discipline. Like,
it is, but when I was in college, like my mom helped me pay for everything. But as soon as I graduated, Krista wasn't with none of the shit, and I had to pay for everything after. So like, I understand what you're saying. Like, while you in college, you don't have to worry about nothing, no bills, no nothing. And as soon as you leave, it's just over. Like, everything is hard.
Well, you got lucky with your mom helping with that.
Everything is hard.
Nah, I don't know. I just feel like when I graduated, like, personally, it kind of hit me, like, real fast. Like, I was really depressed because it was like, okay, boom, I graduated. I have my degree, and it's like, you don't get to use it right away. You get what I'm saying? Like, so people, a lot of times, it's like, unless you're going like straight after, like you go straight to grad school, or you're going to like law school, or like, you know what I mean? You want to do a residency, you into like medical. Most of the times we graduate and we just graduate. Like we graduate, we go back home.
Nothing is guaranteed after.
And we're living like these normal ass lives, but we got so much debt, and it's just...
Is it worth it?
It's depressing.
But is it worth the debt though?
I feel like it depends on the degree. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, if you got a liberal, like if you got like a psychology degree or like a arts degree, what exactly are you gonna do? Like, people get those degrees all the time, and those are people who like mainly like never do anything like with that degree. Like, they never do shit. Even me, what the fuck? Like, I got a degree, and I mean, I can use it now, and I feel like when I got my degree in journalism and communications, like, but I feel like
almost same.
Yeah, like you were in that same thing, right? Okay.
Right.
So I feel like with us though, even if we don't use our degrees, there are like certain just like in our jobs, there's certain shit that degree like will help us with. You get what I'm saying? Like for me, for example, like I work at a nonprofit now, and like when I graduated, I was working this really shitty job that I like hated. Like, it made me miserable. Like, it was miserable. I had to deal with fucking workers' comp, like hurt ass people. Hurt ass people. People was hurt. People was faking it. I had to go be with doctors and like take notes on their dumb asses. But then I would see them in public and they was perfectly fine. It was just mad OD. It was just mad extra shit. So I'm like, I hate this. Like, I'm miserable. I'm bringing that energy home with me. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to do something else. So like, I had applied for this nonprofit, and like ever since then I've been into like nonprofits. So then it brings you to it like, okay, I have a whole degree in journalism communications, but now I'm into nonprofits. Should I go back to school and get something for nonprofits? You know what I mean? And then you got to think like,
you don't need it because you have the experience in work. So I feel like you shouldn't go back to school.
But then you got to ask, like, should people go back for like, you know, just to kind of move up in it? You get what I'm saying? Like,
see, you go back to school when your job paid for you to go back to school.
That's a good tip.
Like, if you're not paying for me to go back to school, and I can move up without that, I'm not going to go back to school because I can't. Afford
it, right?
Yeah.
And then a lot of times we end up getting these degrees. Like, half of us barely use our undergrad degrees. I can't tell you how many people I see who I went to college with, and it's like no shade or nothing, you know what I mean? But it's just like I see people who graduate, get degrees, and then they go work at like mall jobs and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like at like fashion stores, and like they didn't have like, I could see if you had like a fashion merchandising degree and you could like move up in it, but they have like degrees of something completely different.
But it's hard to find a job though, and I feel like that is because like while you're in school, I feel like networking is like the best. So I feel like if you're in school just going to classes and you're just getting your degree, like after graduation you're not gonna find a job. Like, you're just there.
That's true. Like, that's definitely
true.
You're
not a part of any clubs. You're not a part of, like, going to events that your school hold. Like, you're just there. So, after graduation, no one knows who you are. So, I feel like you just wasted all that fucking time.
Yeah, like, yeah. Because it's one thing to get the paper, but, like, and that's true. Like, when you go to interviews, people will look at, like, your resume. Like, hey, you got this degree. But, like, you had, like, community, like, service. You did this, you did that. You were part of this org. Like, tell me about that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, because it helps. It shows that you know how to, like, you got to balance time management. You know how to deal with different types of people. And, like, that's what people look for. Like, the degree is just, like, one aspect of it.
Right. But they look at what you were a part of. Like, or who you know. And if you don't know nobody, like... How you going to get
if you had any leadership positions, like you being a captain or something, you might think like, oh, I'm just a captain of this, but to them it shows that you know how to like lead, you know how to take charge. You know what I mean?
You know how to get things done by just doing that. But if you're wasting your time in college, you just wasting money, time, your fucking brain. Like,
That's
you
the whole
just
fact.
wasting it all if you not in school doing things.
So do you feel that, I feel like, do you feel that, is it necessary to go to college? You think college is necessary?
See, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm like in the middle. After college, now that I'm not in school no more, I'm like, fuck college, fuck school, fuck everything. But I feel like if it wasn't for college, I wouldn't have the job that I have now. And so, yeah. I don't know. I'm like 50-50.
You know what pisses me off, though? I feel like when we graduate, right, and say we do get into jobs that are like... what we are interested in or something that we would pursue like further into, half the time the people that's in charge of us are people like they didn't start off they don't have, most of them don't even have a fucking degree in what they're working in now, or if they do have a degree at all. Like currently I'm working with this lady and she's a freaking real estate developer and all this other like fancy shit, right? She's in charge. Listen. So I'm like, oh, what'd you get your degree in? She's like, when I like ask her, and it's funny because the people that she has, like she's in charge of, degrees in like finance and real estate development, like master's degrees in like real estate development and finance and shit like that, right? And she said she grew up in a construction family. And that's how she got on. Like
so she doesn't have a degree at all?
No, she grew up in a construction family. And she ended up marrying someone who was into construction as well. And because she had a background just knowing about construction and shit.
That's how she got a job.
Yeah, she just applied, no degree, you know what I mean, worked her way up. And now she's like head honcho. And there's these people who are like...
work their whole damn life.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So that's what pisses me off, because then it's like half the time they don't even pay us. They want you to start off these jobs in this entry level, but they want like 3-4 years experience. And then, but how the fuck you get that much experience?
I hate the saying entry level. Like, what the fuck is an entry level? Like, what is an entry level job? I don't understand what that is. Like, after college, like, you're not gonna like. I feel like you learn more hands on. So while you're in school, the job that you're going for, you didn't learn that in college or anything. You learned that actually working. Like, so I feel like when any jobs be like 4 or 5 years of experience, like, does that count as internship?
Right.
Like,
and who fuck intern for that fucking long? Like,
that's
what
like
do you
the
mean?
whole college.
Like, yeah, what the fuck do you mean? It's like, I feel like it's a scam. It's set up for us to not prosper. Because then there's people who don't go to school, and they're the ones who's getting all those 4 and 5 years of experience. So they're the ones who's gonna get those jobs before us. We're coming with
that job because they're like privileged. They have family that get them in, and
no, I don't think so. Not all the time. I'm saying like, for example, like there are people who never go to college, right? They're getting a head start over us because we're in school. You know what I mean? We're leaving with a degree, maybe a 1 semester internship, and that's it. And then we're applying to jobs. Yeah, we got the degree, so you know what I mean? But then there's people who never went to school, who's doing the same exact shit that we're doing, and they haven't went to school, so they've been doing it longer. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, who do we get? The person who has a degree in this, but who doesn't have any fucking experience in this, or the person with no degree, we can most likely pay them less because they don't have a degree and they have experience. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So we're just like fuck y'all, like let's go over here. And I feel like that's why we get into like a post grad depression. That's why post grad depression is hella fucking real.
I didn't have to go through post grad.
You got lucky.
I did get lucky, but I got lucky because I was networking.
That's good.
Forever.
Right.
So that's why I got lucky, but I like graduated in like December. Shout out to the fall graduates. I graduated in December and I literally had a job in January.
Wow.
So like I only got that job because I was networking. That's why I feel like that's just so important.
Yeah, it is important.
And if it wasn't for that, I'd probably been real depressed because I hated my old job. I worked at a group home. I loved my like clients, but I hated management. Like they just didn't know what the fuck they was doing. I feel like I could have did a better job, but I would have been really depressed if I was still there.
Yeah, so, I don't blame you.
I'm just grateful for that, but yeah, I couldn't do it.
That's cool though. See, that's another thing. I think hearing your story, right? It just proves that everybody's journey is different, because there's some people who graduate and then they get a job like that. You know what I mean? But that kind of hurts. Like some people, they're like, that's what puts other people in a funk. You get what I'm saying? Like, cause it's like, damn, this bitch is graduated. Like,
I've been trying to give people that hope. Like, no, you can find a job. Like, no, it is possible to find a job though, but it is hard. It is hard. And I really didn't think I was going to find a job till like September or something like that.
Yeah, because it takes time.
It takes time. Like everyone who I know who graduated, it took them like 5 months to find a job in their field or something.
And that's nothing. There are people who've been trying to find jobs in their field for years. Like people graduate and then they work all these like odd end jobs. And
just to make ends meet.
Yeah, and then, you know, you might get lucky, you might get a break, and you might get a job in your career. But the reality of college is like most of us don't get jobs in our, like what we got our degree in. So it's just like...
Is it pointless?
Yeah, is it pointless? And I feel like... I think, you know what it is now? I'm at a point where I feel like college, especially for minorities... is looked at as like an equalizer. You get what I'm saying? Like education is like the only way that can equalize us, like to a certain extent. Like it's when a minority person has a degree, it's kind of like he's not or she's not average. Like she's not like the rest. Right. You get what I'm saying? Like so that's like really our only like hope
to get out.
Is it's just like. It's not even just for the degree. It's like you said, it's for the networking. Because college as a whole, it's like it's not just degrees. It's getting yourself out there, meeting like-minded people. Like the people that you meet, you never know if they're like somebody that you can use one day, or you know what I mean, like use for like artistic ventures or anything like that. So I think,
and that's why it's important to keep relationships even after college, like on social media, just liking random things because you could always find something later. Like, they can help you with anything, just like how you were saying. So,
and that's true. Like, I've met a lot of friends in college, and some of them, you know, like, you make friends in college, and they're just, like, friends that you just hang out with. But some people you meet, and it's like, wow, let's, like, collab on, you know, like, creatively. Or, are you interested in this, too? Oh, so am I. Oh, like, do you know a person who can do this? Or, you know what I mean? And then they'll send you, they can connect you to people because they made that connection as well. So I think those are really important. And I think that's the only reason why I push college is just for those connections. Because it's the experience. It's not necessarily the degree. Like, I don't want people in college thinking like, oh, it's like no hope, it's pointless. Like, fuck this, I'm never going. Like, if you're already there, boo, like, you might as well make the best of it because you're already in debt. So you're gonna be there, like if you're gonna be there, you might as well make the best of it. Don't just be there and go sit in your room, like,
and do nothing. Like, go out
because you don't exist.
Yeah,
you got a degree. What did you do? Like, if you're in college, make the best of your experience. Period. Like, just make the best of your experience, and then you know when you graduate, hopefully, you can, you know, you'll. At least if you don't end up doing something, you never know, like, people that you make friends with, if they could give you a hand or they'll look out for you in some type of way. So I think that's it. But what gets me upset is...
What gets you upset?
I feel like... Well, I'm not really upset about it, but it's just like... There's so many people who don't go to school, right? But they get trades instead. Mm-hmm. Those people are making bank right now because... At first, we were told, like, there's no money in trades. Go to college, go to college, you know? So people were, like, abandoning trades to go to college, but then everybody abandoned trades, so there was nobody to, like, handle those type of, like, jobs. Mm-hmm. So now they need those people. Like, those jobs are back in demand, so they're paying more. Mm-hmm. And then now, you know, college degrees, they're paying you mediocre bucks. Like, you're not getting shit.
Some people are leaving high school and going to trade.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're getting paid. I know people who, you know what I mean, like, went from high school and then just got a trade and they're like fucking in charge of shit now. You get what I'm saying? And like,
wow, we broke.
We're like busting our ass in school, taking classes that have nothing to do with what we want to do, but you have to require fulfillments. Like, I mean, like fulfill requirements for what? Like,
it's not going to help me at the end. Like,
and those classes are mad expensive. It's like we're just set up. Yeah,
are mad fucking expensive.
For what? It could be the same fucking volume. It would be like edition, volume 1, like volume 2. Yeah, same edition, different year. one page might be slightly different. You can't use this one.
But the teachers require you to get the newest edition. Like, no, I'm going to get that old edition with that old DVD, that whole, all of it. But, yeah. And then you can't sell it back. Like, some schools don't let you sell it back.
Why don't fucking let you sell shit back? That shit is mad depressing.
Right. Some schools don't let you sell it back. So, it's like if you spent the money and rent a book, it's like you spent for what? And then some teachers make you buy a book and you're never going to open it. It's been some courses that I took and I never looked at the book.
Right.
And I just wasted money for what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then depending on your major, some books are more expensive.
Of course. I never understood. Like, I took one class. It was like some art class. And they wanted me to buy some like $500 book. I'm like, bitch, what? I was like, I dropped that shit so quick.
What?
Fucking art.
What? Like, I could Google this art and then tell me who did it, what day it was. No. Like, I'm not spending that much on a book.
Yeah, it's
I feel like my minor, which was business, like, their books were so fucking expensive. Like, for no reason. No reason at all. Like, it was just so expensive that I couldn't even deal. I used to have to just go to the library and print them pages out.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, I see that shit too.
Too much.
So do you think, like, I have so much in my head right now, and I'm just like, you know how you just be like, okay, so, like, you know, on television shows, right? I feel like people get this, like, preconceived notion of what college is. Okay. Because, you know, like, okay, have you seen Grown-ish?
Yes.
Okay.
I love the show. Actually.
I love the show, too. It's cute. But it's not realistic.
It's not. It is not. I love the show and I love what they're trying.
Yeah, it's a cute attempt.
But yeah, it's not really college.
Or just like all those like TV shows in general when it's like college. I think people kind of like go into college sometimes with like, oh, college is supposed to be like this, and when their college isn't like that, they kind of just like, I don't know. I feel like it just kind of like dramatizes it.
It does, but then I feel like that's why like a lot of freshmen have like issues like transitioning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Home in high school to college because they expected it to be one way and it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not at all. So like I understand why so many freshmen are like depressed, or like why a lot of freshmen stay one semester and then don't.
Yeah,
go
they
back.
have the highest like dropout rate.
Yeah, they don't go back until like another 2 years or something. Especially if a kid go out of state to college and they don't have family or nothing there. Mm-hmm. So many people come back home. Mm-hmm. I went to community college first, so.
Oh, that was smarter for you for like your when it came to like your debt and shit too. Because it's probably way cheaper.
Yeah. Mad cheap. So, I don't know.
So, would you recommend that first?
I would recommend people to go to community college first. But a lot of people look at community college like, no, that's not what I can see myself as. I want to go to like a 4-year school first. Like, no, I don't regret going to a community college first. Like, I have my associate's degree, but like, I don't regret it. Because I feel like if I went straight to college, like somewhere else far from here, I probably would have came back home too.
Really? Mm-hmm. See, for me,
I'd have been like crazy wild. Crazy wild. You know what I'm saying?
Why though? Like, what the fuck?
Crazy wild. So I don't know. I'm glad I went to community college.
No, see, I feel like for me, I had to leave. Like, I felt like if I would have went to a community college, I felt like I was going to like 13th grade.
Right, and that's how a lot of people look at it. They do look at it.
I couldn't do community college here. And then another thing is, like, you hear so many bad things about community colleges. Like, I know people who went to community colleges and, like, their credits get fucked up. Next thing you know, they had a 2-year school for, like, 3 and 4 years. But I could have got my whole ass degree. Like,
a lot of people are like that. Like, I don't understand why I left community college, got a bachelor's degree, and you're still at a community college.
That's what I'm saying.
That does not make no sense to me. Like, I don't know. I feel like that also has to do with discipline. Like, if you're there for just fun, like, you're going to be there forever. Like, I went to class, left, went home, went to sleep. Like, I didn't have time for nobody because I wanted to be done. So, I don't know. I feel like if you don't know what you want to do and you feel like if you go somewhere you're going to be lost,
right.
Go to community college first.
That's smart. I feel like in 4-year schools it's like that too. There's people who deadass just can't let college go. You ever seen some old ass heads?
I still know people who go to Brockport who's been there before me, after me, all there, and they're still fucking there.
For what though? Why are you there? I used to be so pissed when I was a freshman. there were people that like graduated, right? And then I would see them and they wasn't in grad school or shit, but they would just be there, like hanging out in the union, at the events.
I let it go. I let college go. Like,
and I feel like that's part of transition, and people don't really transition. Like, people don't know how to let go. Like, it's okay, you know what I mean? Like, you were like an alumni.
But I feel like that also comes if that person had a big role in college. Like, if they were, like, popular or known in college, they don't know how to let that go.
And they struggle.
To, like, let it go. So if I'm, like, the shit on college, after I graduate, I'm still going to mad events. Like, you're going to get tired of going to the same events every fucking year. But because you're so known, it's, like, everything to you. So I know a couple people who still are at Brockport. I'm like, you graduated before me. 2 years before me, you still was there. I look back, you're still fucking there. Like, college is never that fun. It's never that serious.
College is fun, but it's not that real.
It's
like,
fun, but it's not that fun to go to the same event 6 years in a row.
You know what it is? A lot of people are nobodies before they get to school, and when they get there,
it's like
they make this like name for themselves, or they, you know, like they kind of like get boosted a little bit, where they kind of built this like this ego, so then they don't know how to let it go, because that transition again, like graduating. That transition to going from being like the man or like the most popular person and then going back home, nobody give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? That's difficult for some people. Like,
that
they don't.
Seems like a personal problem that you really get your ass over, because it's never that serious to still stay at school when you're not there.
People want to feel important. Like, a lot of people have self-esteem issues, and honestly, that's why they kind of like in college they join certain things, or they become, you know, like they create these like facades basically of themselves, so that kind of like fill a void. And I think those are people who have a hard time transitioning into adulthood.
Those are people who are just gonna be hard to do any fucking thing.
Because they have to feel important. And you know, college is fun, but don't get caught up in the hype. Yeah, some people that all the time. Like,
but even like senior year, like honestly, you're over a lot of things. Like,
fuck yeah, I was like, crawling out. What? I was struggling. I could not. Listen, my senior year, nobody seen me. I did a pageant though. Like, I popped out, did a pageant, bloop, disappeared again. Like, I was gone. I'm like, where the fuck Heidi at? Like, gone, MIA, gone.
Once you do stuff freshman, sophomore, junior year, like by your senior year, you're honestly tired. Like,
you're exhausted. You're stressed.
Tired of that shit.
We ready to get the fuck out. You like, I literally crawled to the finish line. What you
about to do next? Like, you're tired. So for them to still be there like 2 years later, I'm like, when are you gonna get tired?
Never.
Because I'm tired for you, actually.
They like it. They like, you know, some people like girls and easy access to like to women, to friends, to everything. College is convenient.
It is, but you know everybody don't graduate it, and you moving on to freshmen because that's what's left, because you've been here for so long.
And there's people like that, like they deadass just sit there and like, you know, like a lot of freshmen, because olders like upperclassmen start noticing and they start thinking you corny. So that's why they like move on to like lower, you know, like because they don't know any better. Right. They don't know that you're a fucking creep. Creep gang. This shit is gross. Like, I don't get it, but
let that shit. Y'all listening, let fucking college go.
Let it go. Let it go. And blossom. What the fuck? Figure out what you want to do. If after you graduate, you want to go straight to grad school, make sure it's something that you really like could see yourself pursuing. Because don't be that person that gets not just 1 degree, but 2, and then grad degrees are fucking like in debt. Unless you're one of the motherfuckers who get your ass a scholarship, using EOP, your GPA was lit, and you got free tuition for grad school, something, you got to figure it out. But don't, because the debt is real, and that's why people is real. People just, you know what I mean? Like, you come back, most likely, not everybody has that great success story, you know, come automatically getting a job. Sometimes you gotta move back home. You gotta live with your parents. Your parents don't understand. You so used to living, like, you deadass used to living by yourself. Your friends coming in and out.
Hold on. Yes. Let's talk about the transition of after college and going back home. That shit was the worst time of my life, y'all. I swear on everything.
It really is.
I lived with my mom for like a couple months, and I said, you know what? I gotta get my shit together, and I gotta move out. Because first of all, I'm grown, right?
So you think you grown, but they don't think you grown.
In my head, I'm all the way fucking grown. You're not gonna tell me, oh, it's 2:00, it's late. Who the I've been coming in the house at 4:00. What you talking
They don't
about?
give a fuck. It's her house. She paid bills.
When you got a black parent, it's like, it's disrespectful to come this late. I don't understand. Why are your friends here? I don't.
It's too much.
That type of time to deal with nobody like that.
And they don't get it.
They don't get it.
They don't get that you went to school and you grew up and you had a whole process without them. Like, they missed out on so much and they don't get it because they only see you when you come home.
Right.
So they don't understand all the shit you had to go through and the things you had to grow through without them. Like, I went to college. I feel like I'm a completely different person. I'm completely different. Just life experiences, just school, just, you know what I mean? Just in general, like, so much shit that I went through, it made me molded me into like a different person. Person that my mom, people close to me do not understand. Like, they will never get like what, you know what I mean? That what made me this person. And they don't get it. Cause like, yeah, you leave, you come back, you there for a couple months. You get what I'm saying? Like in the summertime. Shit, for me, I wasn't, because I would like work EOP and stuff. So I would come home for like maybe a month. Come home
for the summertime, you'd be like, damn, when August comes back?
Yeah, you'd be thirsty.
Go back to school. I cannot stay here. But because I went to community college first, I had lived with my mom then. But then when I moved and went to Brockport for 2 years, then trying to come back, that shit was crazy. Like, I had to cartwheel out my mom's house. Like, I had to go because I just couldn't do it.
When I first came
I kind of regret that shit because rent is a bitch.
Hell yeah. And that's another thing. So that's a good thing you brought that up. I noticed that a lot of people, like, I feel like for minorities, we don't really have the privilege of coming home and not having responsibilities to, like, you know, I feel like when we come home, we automatically are hit with the burden, like, so you got to start helping out. So when you gonna pay for this? So when you gonna do that?
It's so funny that you say that.
And it's not like that.
Talk about that.
But like white people though,
they can
them motherfuckers come home and don't let them just pay off your loans. They
gotta pay rent. They gotta pay for a cell phone. They live in the basement until they like 28, and they get a good job. Then they still live there, and then
when their debt is paid off, then they move out on their own. Like,
what? Black
people be engaged, living with their parents still, like, that's how they can afford shit when they white. That's because they have the luxury of doing so. Like, most of them are already established, so they don't really need you to pay for shit. But when we come home, we automatically hit with, like, they struggle plus our struggle. Now we all on the struggle bus.
My mom hit me like, you might as well start paying half of the... let me go find me a fucking...
Right, if I'm gonna pay for shit, I might as well live on my own.
I might as well live... I gotta give you money for you to tell me I can't come in at 2 o'clock.
Exactly.
Girl, you got me fucked up, mama. I love you, but you got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. Think I'm gonna pay you half or pay you something.
I don't get no fucking say.
I can't come. You complain about 3 o'clock? Girl,
3 o'clock.
Leave me alone. I cannot.
Yeah, the struggle be real.
I had to leave.
Yeah. I left too. I was like, fuck that. I'm out. I was like, all right.
So as my mom hit me with that, so I got some for your ass.
Yeah, moving the fuck out.
Moving out. So mom got me an apartment. She's like, what? You can stay here again. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna leave.
And it just makes it harder for us, though. I feel like that's what makes it more difficult.
It does make it more harder for us because it's like we're just graduating. We're trying to like figure out how to manage our money. On top of paying rent, on top of student loans about to kick your ass. Like, it's a lot.
Top of life,
having a car.
Yeah.
And the black people don't want to ever help you out.
No.
So you struggle on your fucking own.
Yeah, we literally, I feel like that's another thing. Like for us, you know what pisses me off with like black people? Like, I love black people. I
love us too.
But I'm not about to sugarcoat shit from us. Like, literally, fucking graduation, right? We graduate. It's not really, good job. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like they don't really care about it as much because it's not as prevalent. But let a motherfucker go to jail and come back home. They get how many parties?
They get a party. They get like, yo, you want this? I got you.
They get boxes.
I got this. Like, well, I agree with you because when I graduated, everybody's like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you.
Congrats. That's it.
Where my shit at?
Yeah, do I get a card? Do I get some money?
Gift card? What I get?
Something
cheap. But if I go to jail, y'all gonna be like, free CC up in here, and then and then y'all gonna give me a party. Y'all gonna have a cookout for me. Y'all gonna make a banner saying welcome home. And I'm
gonna get statuses every day, free blah blah blah. Like,
right.
No matter what the fuck I did.
Y'all gonna hit me with them throwback pictures like free me, but I don't get nothing.
But when you in college, you stress the fuck out. You don't hear from, you know what I mean? You don't call nobody for a long time. Oh, they never fucking get it. They never get it. They're just like, how come you haven't called home? Or blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? No one ever calls and gives you a mental check.
No.
Only when you in jail. They don't think about the amount of work that goes into college too. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of fucking work. And it's a lot on your mental health too. Like, it tests you. But it doesn't register to them because it just don't register.
And that shit's sad.
And then a lot of times you'll come home from school. It's another thing you guys are gonna have to deal with. Come home from school, people start saying you change. You think you better than people because you got a little education.
That's the black hood people that never been out the damn city before.
Yeah, like they start, you know what I mean? They try to use it against you for wanting to do better for yourself. Like you think you somebody now, or you look down. That's my favorite. You look down or you talk down to people because you know, cause I got a piece of paper. Like
your paper?
I got a piece of paper that says.
No, but that is true. Like a lot of family members feel like that for me. But
Definitely.
I'm like, y'all, I'm ratchet as fuck. Okay, I don't understand. Ain't nothing changed about me just because I got a piece of paper.
And so what? If I do fucking change for the better, who the fuck are you to be like, I'm acting this way or I'm acting that? Bitch, I know how to switch it up. You know what I mean?
I did.
You can be that person.
At work, I'm a different person.
Exactly.
Hello, how are you?
You gotta know how to network and talk to different people. But then it's like, you can still be cool, be down. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't change you. But if I'm changing automatically, just understand that it's for the better. It's not to spite you. It's bitches for me. I made it.
Nigga, we made it.
That's a fucking fact. Like, and let me fucking make it. Let me fucking make it. I feel like we got it so hard. We got white people going against us. Like, shit was literally set up for us to, like, fail. You know what I mean? White people going against us. Then our own be, like, trying to put us down.
Our own is against us. But that's just something that they're used to. We can't blame them because they wasn't taught to do certain things. Like, honestly, if you're white, you grow up learning about stocks and bonds and how to save and, you know, what certain things to invest in because they know that. Like, most black people live in this, like, they didn't have a chance to make it out. So, like, they don't know how to teach us the right, proper things. Like, we don't know the importance of, like, a bank account or, like, how important our credit is until we fuck it up. And we can't go back to fix it. Like, we don't know that. So, I mean, we just have to do better for ourselves, you know. We just have to
work 3 times is fucking hard.
And that shit is hard. That shit is stressful.
It's stressful.
That shit is stressful.
It's stressful. It's tiring. Like, it's tiring. But you know what? It might sound so fucked up and I don't give a fuck. But when I see, like, certain, like, people, when I see white people and they be, like, poor or they be, like, whatever, I low-key don't be feeling no sympathy. Because I be like, bitch, you had a 400-year head start and you want to fucking get on drugs?
You just make,
you know what I mean? Like,
make me
you
mad.
You on drugs? Like, bitch, you in the corner asking me for my money that I'm working my ass for? I guarantee you got a fucking uncle or somebody somewhere, bank who will fucking put your ass in a fucking, you know what I mean? Pay for everything, get you fucking help, but you want to be strung the fuck out. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm not, fuck that.
Well, you know, the opioid crisis is kind of real right now.
Oh, well. So. And they be the biggest ones on drugs too. Look, that's a whole other subject.
They are.
Don't get me started on that.
Guys, let's just lay off black people. Let's just lay off of these drugs so we can help each other out, you know. But, you know, we just got to do better as a community.
I feel like that's definitely it. You know what I mean? And to break that cycle, I think we're doing
It's hard to break.
It's very hard, but I think it definitely starts with educating, like, ourselves.
But it depends on who wants to be educated.
That's a fact. But the thing is, it's hard to put that into, like, our look at where most of us come from, right? Mm-hmm. Look at the products, like, of our environment. Look in the city school district. We from Rochester. You see, out of, like, New York State, we have, like, the lowest,
and our poverty rate is high.
It's high. We got a 48% graduation rate from high school.
Yeah.
High school, bro. Less than half of us graduate from fucking high school. You know what I mean? So for us to go to college and like actually come home and like get a degree, like that's good. For us to even graduate high school and even go to college at all and even get to that level is a fucking like, whoa, shit. You know what I mean? Because we don't have that. And it's like, if you look at our city school districts and shit and like the resources that we lack, it's like created for us to fucking fail from jump.
Right.
Period. Like, so many people who went to like Gates, Chalai, or like all like suburban area schools, or like.
But they're also taught in suburban schools like apply for college.
Exactly.
Oh, you can apply for this scholarship or this grade.
They got better resources.
Right, but in the city, it's like we're just happy that you graduated.
Yeah,
like, that's all that matters.
They literally just push you to graduate, and after that,
That's it.
they don't give a fuck about you. Like just graduate.
Like I'm not against trade school, but you don't learn that really in high school. Or you don't learn
shit.
what colleges in the area. You don't learn how to connect with certain people to help you get that scholarship or to help you fill out your FAFSA form or anything, because I didn't have none of that. My mom damn sure
nobody knew how to do it.
My mom didn't know how to do no fucking FAFSA.
Yeah.
My mom didn't go to college. So she like, what is this? I'm like, shit, I don't know. Let me find someone to help me. Like, we don't help each other out.
Right. That's a fact. And I feel like, you know what? The key to break that is us who do go to college, we can't just go and then like get our shit together.
Well, we can't forget about
that's what I'm saying. Like we gotta like, I feel like to me it's really important to like kind of like bring it back to my community. You know what I mean? Like I learned this when I was in college. So let me like bring this back. And so I'm real big on like working with youth. You know what I mean?
Too.
Like I'm very big on working with youth because like it's literally the only way for us to try to like break the cycle. Like, yeah, we can do better for ourselves, but then like us as a whole, like black community, we're not together as
we're
one. Not. So I feel like we definitely got to bring it back.
Like no shade though, but like the Jewish people, they help each other out.
Fuck
they got
everybody help each other out.
Scholarships
7 times.
Hospitals.
Did you know?
7
times they say like the Jewish community, the money that goes in their
all
community,
of them are rich.
But they cycle it in their own community.
Yes.
Passes their hand at least 7 times before it passes like out.
But see, I mean, they went through like the Holocaust and we went through slavery or whatever, but I feel like they recover from their thing. Why couldn't black people recover from our like troubles? Because
that's because they don't have.
I'm not trying to put the two against, but we went through a lot. Like, they went through the Holocaust, they was able to...
But that wasn't that fucking long.
It wasn't, but we went through slavery, we had to go through civil rights moment, we had to be...
And we still go through shit.
Not eating at the fucking table. Like, we went through years of just bullshit, and we still could not pick ourselves up.
Because it's still happening.
It is.
Hello?
With
it's in different ways.
It's not a lot of black people that buy houses.
I feel like, not to be... Listen... They're gonna do an episode on conspiracy theories because I have a reason of why Hitler did what he did to Jewish people. It's gonna sound fucking nuts. It's a conspiracy theory, but
y'all,
that's a different.
Nuts right now.
That's a different subject. We just gonna talk about this. Basically, boom. You know, graduation. Like,
is college a hoax? That is our.
College, and we just want you to figure out. To me, I feel like it's a fucking hoax, but I am thankful for the experience.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm just thankful for the experience. Like it really did change my life. But yeah. So, but before we leave though.
So remaining tips for our college as a host.
Okay.
Just network, find yourself. Don't get wrapped up in that college bullshit. Leave.
Yeah.
Leave.
Get the fuck out. Grow the fuck up.
4 years.
Be a fucking grown up.
Run out that bitch if you have to. And just learn how to like budget your money, right? Because you know our parents ain't gonna help us, so
it's a whole fact.
Learn how to budget right. Learn how to like be stable, and don't fuck up your credit. If you fuck it up, you fuck it up. But
that's a whole fact.
Try.
But bitch, try to fix it. Cut them credit cards out. I just cut my shit. I'm sad as hell.
Yeah, just cut them bitches up. Don't get no spending limit $5,000 on damn well you can't pay that back.
Right.
You know, don't do that to yourself.
But before we leave though, you know, guys, like cunts, cunny honeys. Hey. You know, I gotta hit you guys with the Cunts Corner.
Cunty corner.
So, this Cunts Corner, right? We're gonna do 2 artists this time. Usually we do a book or artist, but I just been feeling like the art lately. Like the art has been blossoming. It's nice outside. I'm in a fucking artsy mood. This weather is getting me feel real spectacular. Hopefully it keeps it up.
No, we're gonna get snow next week.
Don't say that shit. Because anyway, you know, I know a dope ass photographer, and that's what's gonna be. That's why I'm shouting out my first artist you gotta know.
Where they at?
Her name is Jaleesa. She's my fucking boo, but she's talented as fuck. And her IG is Lessa Monty, LESSAMONTTY. You can literally, guys, please follow her. Follow her on her fucking IG. And she just did an art show yesterday. And I'm so pissed that I couldn't come to it.
Where was it?
It was in Buffalo. But she's like a traveling photographer. Like, she be in New York City. She be in Albany, where she's from. She be in Buffalo. She be
go ahead, girl.
Like, she's lit. Like, she lit as fuck. Her art, like, she's popping. You can also follow her at her IG for her, you know, her photography. It's called LM Studio SC. So guys, please, like, if you want some real art, you know what I'm saying? Like, follow my girl Jaleesa. Okay. And next, right? So my next cunts corner person that I want to shout out,
Cunts,
is a dope music producer, and he pisses me off because he's like super nice. He's so fucking lit, but then he be acting like he's mad. He's like too humble. It's kind of like annoying. Like, I want him to be a little bit more flashy. We don't fuck that shit. Fuck all that. If you good at shit, we fucking good at shit. I don't give a fuck. You gotta be.
No. You have to be humble.
No, you the fuck says who? No, you don't.
Oh, good.
I don't give a fuck about none of
words of Kendrick.
No, fuck all that shit. Be humble my ass. Like, if people lit, you lit. Own that shit. I believe in owning it. Anyway, his name is Prince O, and you can follow him at his IG and his Twitter. It's all like the same shit. It's at official Prince O. Boom, all one word. He's also on all streaming services, so you could like follow him. He's on Apple, he's on Tidal, he's on SoundCloud.
Oh, shit.
Like,
that nigga trying to make it.
Yeah, he everywhere. He everywhere. Nah, he's lit though. He's lit. Like,
I need to get like him.
Yeah. So looking for to get beats made, and because some of y'all be trying to edit and it's not really that good, and it be sounding a little crazy.
Some beats too.
No, the fuck you can't.
Why you gotta be negative?
Everybody can make beats, so they tell it, and some of y'all just can't, and it's okay. So hit him up. Thank you. And guys, on that note, that was the end of episode number 5.
Bye guys.
We out this bitch.
I am killing it. I am killing it. Follow boy, shawty on the track, so I am killing it.
Plug. You wouldn't believe it, but now I'm the shit. Now I'm just breaking this bread with all the people who did. These are on my dick. They say I look like a jack. They wanna get close to me because they know I am the shit. You wouldn't believe it, but now I'm the shit. Now I'm just breaking this bread with all the people who did. These are on my dick. They say I look like a jack. They wanna get close to me because they know I am the shit. They wanna get close to me because I'm the shit. They left me all alone, then I turned myself legit. I got the streets bumping, my music and speakers united. Last year I was born, I went poppin', making hits, who would've thought it? These niggas be hitting my phone, trying to get me on a song. I was charging for the verse, cause they was sleeping all along. Now these niggas can't afford me, and they still do it as a hobby. They never seen this kind of money, the checks coming in quarterly. You wouldn't believe it, but now I'm the shit. Now I'm just breaking this bread with all the people who did. These are on my dick. They say I look like a jack. They wanna get close to me because they know I am the shit. You wouldn't believe it, but now I'm the shit. Now I'm just breaking this bread with all the people who did. These are on my dick. They say I look like a jack. They wanna get close to me because they know I am the shit. I'ma make you watch me dance because I'm the shit. Now I'ma make you watch me dance because I'm the shit. I'ma make you watch me dance.